My aunt.
Hey, this is Buff Bagwell, and you're watching the Card Subject to Change podcast. Check it out.
Welcome back to the show.
Welcome back to the show.
And now, your hosts of the Card Subject to Change podcast, the For Frequency's Sake Tag Team Champions of the World, the Wizard CZ, and Never Wrong Nick Bull.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another exciting edition of the Card Subject to Change podcast, the podcast by the fan for the fan. So happy you're here with us. It's our birthday. I am your host, Never Wrong, Nick Bull. So happy you've joined us. We are live from Kavanaugh's on the Hilltop in Rock Island and in living color. We are powered by Low Pies Pizza, built by Durham Remodeling, colored by Ryan Allison Tattoo, and we're so glad you're with us. As I said, I'm Never Wrong Nick Bull. I could not do this without my tag team partner. We are the co-champs of the For Frequency's Sake Tag Team Championship Network. He is the one. He is the only. He is the Wizard CZ. Wiz, how you doing, bud?
Man, I am feeling fantastic.
You've been ready to go since 8:30 this morning.
Probably closer to 6:30,
You're
actually.
right.
Let's be realistic.
You're right. We've talked a few times today. Both excited for this. We're happy to those that have turned out tonight. Appreciate it here at Kavanaugh's. Beautiful night. Come out and get a tenderloin. I know mine is on the way.
Take a look at this this crowd that's with us here.
Very happy. Very happy. Those are showing up.
Thank you all for showing up. Everybody say
there we go. We got a live crowd. We got a pop, CZ. It took us 3 years, but we got one. But
probably take us another 3 years to get another one, huh?
It'll be a trip down memory lane tonight for the next 60 to 90 minutes. We'll talk about kind of what's going on with the show, what's going on with the show, and of course we'll be previewing all throughout the night kind of a big event this weekend that's going on Friday and Saturday if you're a WWE or a pro wrestling fan.
I think you mean Saturday and Sunday.
It is Saturday and Sunday.
Today is not Friday. Today is Thursday.
I do too. It just feels like a Friday. But, yeah, we're talking about SummerSlams, both night one and night two. The first time they're trying the SummerSlam two-night format. Of course, it's going to be outside, live in MetLife, New Jersey. Even though the Jets and Giants play there, it's in New Jersey. But that's where SummerSlam will be both nights. And we'll be bringing guests on throughout the night, talking SummerSlam, of course, and a lot of things that could happen there on both nights. I know everybody's kind of wondering if this is the time when Cody turns heel, but I am really more focused myself on that night one main event with Gunther and CM Punk, because I think there's going to be a lot of
hold on. You're focused on a Gunther match?
Absolutely. Oh, did I have his Gunther shirt on too? My bad. I wear it on my sleeve, so you see. But no, I'm looking forward to both nights and looking forward to whatever you have in store here for us tonight, old Wizard.
Well, we have plenty of in store here. If you guys are watching this live, I know there are a few of you out there. Come on down to Kavanaugh's, join us. We got cupcakes, we got prizes, we got a raucous crowd here. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Chris is all about these cupcakes. I think his face is probably going to go into one or two of them.
If my face goes into a cupcake, you're going to be in a lot of trouble, and I might need a new co-host.
Okay. Well,
I have a couple people in mind who are here, so I'll be asking them if my face goes into that cupcake.
So you'll be wishing me my best on my future endeavors.
Yes.
Wow.
You will be future endeavored, 100%.
The tenderloin is fire. Per Mr. Regal, who will be joining us here in a little bit. But yeah, come on down to Kavanaugh's. We are outdoors here. It's our third birthday party for Card Subject to Change. Of course, we all started back on August 1st, 2022, which was SummerSlam in Nashville. So that's how much the wrestling world has changed.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff has gone on, obviously, for better or for worse. But here we are and previewing another big event, of course, SummerSlam of this year. So what's going on here tonight, CZ?
Well, I know we're going to give away some great stuff. We're having a lot of fun. I love that we've been doing this for 3 years, and I love the friends that we've made, because really a lot of this has felt like a family. You know, whether it's with SCW, APW, wherever we have been, we've made some good friends and some good memories all across the board. Let me just start by asking you, what are your favorite memories? I know picking a favorite show, picking a favorite memory is probably like picking which one of your kids is your favorite, but what are some of your favorite moments?
I mean, anytime you can have, the last couple of years we've been out at the Sandra Lee Memorial Car Show at the Rock Island County Fairgrounds. Anytime you can have, wrestlers live on your show that people know, like Buff Bagwell, the Headbangers, guys that took time out of their autograph signing or whatever to go live with us. That was a cool time. That was a fun moment. But really, it's the friendships you make. Just different friends we made that we didn't have 3 years ago. We do have now. So
and
that's
our
kind
friend,
of the best part about it.
Our friend Ricky Lee, you mentioned the car show. He did mention in the comments that Buff Bagwell is going to be back next year, May 23rd, 2026, for the fifth annual car show.
That's
car and bike show.
It's going to be good to see Buff, and I'll tell you why. For those of you who don't know or unfamiliar, Buff had to have his right leg amputated.
Yes.
About 2 weeks ago due to complications from a knee surgery. But everything I've seen, he's upbeat. He's taking it and putting a positive spin on it. So it'd be good to see him back here in our backyard. What are your favorite memories?
Oh, there are so many that I could name. We've had so many great guests. I could go down a list and name them.
Driving up and down the highway, recording Patreon episodes.
Yeah. That's coming soon for those of you who are interested. It's a $50 sign up for Patreon, and you get to see Nick dance like the New Year's baby.
And there will be NDA signed. Yes. It all goes to charity. Of course. I'll eat it, man. It's my birthday, right? Thank you so much. Oh man.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Wow. So we got prizes we're going to be giving away here. We'll do those live drawings here in a little bit. But we're going to bring our first guest on here.
Yes.
So while he's talking, we can get a few bites in. He is the play-by-play voice of SCW Pro. He is the man who knows it all in wrestling here in the area. He is a very good friend, not just a wrestling friend, but one of the good guys we've met along the way, and we knew beforehand, but he's always filled in or come in for us when we needed him. This is Mr. Timothy Regal. Mr. Timothy Regal, welcome to Kavanaugh's Live.
Thank you, guys. First off, congratulations on 3 great years. Been blessed to be on the show several times. Thank you guys for that.
We're out of diapers now.
Okay.
I was after year 1, but Chris just got out of diapers in year 3.
I believe it.
Okay.
But as a person who did a podcast myself for a couple of years, I know how hard that can be, and you guys have definitely put in way more work than I did. So going out, going to a place like Absolute, going to our buddies up at Madhouse, and obviously everything you guys have done to help out cover SCW Pro, which I will always appreciate. But first off, big thanks, congratulations on the 3 years, guys, because you guys have done an amazing work.
Well, Tim, thank you. You've been a part of that. We feel like you're like a member of the family here, the extended family of the show. Before we start talking SummerSlam 2025, what's your favorite all-time SummerSlam memory? When you think SummerSlam, what pops in your head?
Oh, there's a lot. SummerSlam memories for me, I would probably have to say, I know I can tell you my favorite match in SummerSlam history.
There you go.
Shawn Michaels Triple H. The Shawn Michaels return match. That was 2002.
Yep.
SummerSlam 02, by the way. I'll just throw that one out there.
It's the
if
go.
You want to see like a who's who of professional wrestling, like an all-star cast from top to bottom. SummerSlam 2002, one of the best.
It is the best. It is the best SummerSlam, I think, top to bottom. Lots of talent on that show. All right. What trips your trigger with this 2-night event? I mean, we don't have to sit here and break down each night if you want to. I do have the matches here. Night 1, we have Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill, Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul, going through CM Punk. The Judgment Day consisting of Roxanne and Raquel versus Charlotte and Alexa. Roman and Jay versus Braun and Bronson. And then Sammy versus Karrion Kross.
I'm really, as far as night one, like I'm really looking forward to that Gunther CM Punk match.
I said that earlier. Yeah.
I think you're going to have an absolute banger of a match. Punk can still go. He's still a big match guy. Gunther, one of, if not the best guys in the business today. And then, you never know what's going to happen. There's a lot of intrigue, and I'm not even going to touch on the internet rumors that are out there because I don't know. But very interested to see how that one comes out. Also, Tiffany and Jade Cargill, man. That match worries me. I'm gonna be straight about that. Jade has been protected. Tiffany isn't exactly a veteran. Tiffany's great, but can we get a passable match here? We've done good so far with Jade. I think this is going to be Jade Cargill's big make or break moment. Can she go out? Can she perform on the big stage when it counts? And can she take that throw?
Hearing what we've been hearing in the past couple weeks about, stuff that was said or done during the Tiffany and Charlotte feud, I think this is kind of more of an audition for Tiffany kind of to get back in the good graces and to see if she can have that big time program at a big time event. I do think she's kind of like under the microscope, so to speak, with going off script, and that's a big no for them, with promos and stuff. So I'm intrigued by this match too, because like you did reiterate, Jade Cargill has been protected, and now it's time to sink or swim, right? Yeah. We're gonna find out.
Absolutely, it's time to see if she's got the look, she's got the aura, but as my boy Bruce Pritchard always says, at some point the bell has to ring, and we're gonna find out. Judgment Day, what's going on there? Finn Balor's all of a sudden wearing a bucket hat and smiling all the time. You don't know what's up with that.
Well, I mean, the shit's going to hit the fan when Liv comes back.
Yeah.
And that's down the road, and that's going to brew, and it's going to be good. We're going to get the payoff with that. I was bummed when she got injured and is not a part of this, but the Roxanne, stepping in and filling her, it's,
I've loved the angle so far with that.
And Dom.
And Dom is, as you know, my boy Dom. That's my boy.
He's night too. We'll talk about Dom here in a little bit, but anything, I mean, I think we talked about the big stuff really on night one. Let me ask you this, as a wrestling fan and the guy who really appreciates that, wrestlers working and earning their spot and stuff on a card, what does it mean for you when there's a celebrity like Jelly Roll who's in this high profile match that's taking the place? I mean, there's some pretty good names that are not on either night of this show, male or female. How do you feel about that, like, as a fan?
As a fan, for me, here's the thing. I've always been, if the celebrity takes it seriously, and if they do their best they can, I'm always all for it. We've seen it with guys like Stephen Amell, where they come in, they're obviously trained, and everything we've heard, everything that's been written is that Jelly basically moved down to Florida, rented a condo he's been down there for 4 or 5 months training. He looks amazing. Fun fact, I'm gonna ask Jelly Roll. I've known Jelly Roll way before he got famous. Jelly Roll was an underground guy for years. Actually, used to just do random shows around here locally that I would see him on. And Jelly's a fan, and I think we're going to be surprised by what he can do in the ring, and I think it's going to be a big thing. And also, like I always say, people need to always understand with pro wrestling, the reason you do that with Jelly Roll, with Stephen Amell, with anybody like that, is because that is what's going to be on the Today Show in the morning, on Monday morning. That's what's going to be doing we've already seen literally on Late Night Talk Show. That's how they set the angle up. That's the kind of stuff that gets that done, whether, when we've seen it throughout history. And sometimes it was whatever. I mean, we can go, like we said, I throw Stephen Amell out there, or Jay Leto. I mean, Jay was terrible, but... You know what? Jay was in shape. But, the match wasn't good, but it got him the eyes. And that's the thing. That's what gets mainstream eyes onto pro wrestling. That is what is. And like I said, I think Jelly Roll's going to be great. He's got 3 people in there that know how to work, that are going to be able to lead him through it. Randy is a pro. Randy is the ultimate pro. So Randy's going to be in that corner to tell him exactly where to go, what to do, how to do it. I think the match is going to be great.
I like that you mentioned how they were building this on late night. It gives vibes of the Andy Kaufman, Jerry Lawler feud from years ago. I like that because exactly like you said, it brings eyes in that wouldn't normally see the product. It brings new fans in, and that's what I love is seeing these. I love showing someone who hasn't watched wrestling something spectacular and getting them to say, oh, okay, I need to watch this more. I think that's a lot of fun. And I think this is going to be a lot of fun. I think he's going to hit it out of the park. Like you said, he's been training. I'm sure he'll be worlds better than Drew Carey.
I mean, Drew Carey eliminated
Really?
himself from Royal Rumble.
Drew Carey.
I went there.
That spot with Kane is hilarious. I don't care what
He earned a spot there. But let's take a glance at night 2 here, Tim, before we let you finish your fire food and get our next guest on here. Of course, we're talking John Cena, Cody Rhodes, Naomi versus Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky, Becky Lynch versus Lyra, Solo versus Jacob, of course, the steel cage match for the U.S. Championship. Dominic Mysterio, and AJ Styles, and then that 6-pack ladder, tables, ladders, and chair match. Let's just start with that.
I mean,
Who's going to die?
I mean, somebody might. Obviously, I'm a little biased. Our boy Nathan Frazier going to be on the big stage at SummerSlam. Obviously, hoping for a Fraxium win there. Shout out to Mr. Frazier, great human, wonderful human being. Love that man so much. Excited to see that match. Those are just teams that they're just going to go crazy. So, women's triple threat, I think, has the potential to steal the entire weekend. Those 3 are 3 of the best that are in the game today, and I think that's going to be huge. And then obviously, it's all coming down to Cody versus John Cena for the title. And I'm just going to say it. Cody's wearing that Rolex. Something's afoot, guys.
You think is he walking out of there?
I think he's walking out there, and I think he's walking out hand in hand with somebody else.
Ooh.
Who's finally going to show back up. I think the final boss might have a little something to say finally.
We kind of speculated on a possible double turn. Do we see Cena turn and Cody at the same time this weekend?
So here's what I'm going to tell you guys. This is the thing. I have loved the John Cena heel run, but John Cena cannot retire as a heel. No. He has to go out as a babyface. He has to be the guy. So yeah, that's I gotta go with that's my prediction. Double turn. Cena's walking out with the belt and the Rock, or Cody's walking out with the belt and with the Rock as his buddy, and John Cena just sets up Cena for that final run.
I'm all about it.
I'm just chilling here reacting.
The women.
Everyone is amazing, isn't it?
It is good. It's really good.
You mentioned the women possibly stealing the whole weekend. They did it at WrestleMania. I can see them doing it now.
Oh yeah, I've been into this whole storyline literally since the whole beginning, and I love, obviously Rhea is amazing, Io is amazing. Who else? Who am I forgetting? I forgot who's the third person?
Naomi.
Naomi.
Yep.
Naomi.
She's got some momentum behind her.
And that cash in was perfect.
It was.
Yes.
And great to see her finally get that spot. So yeah, great. And like it's, I kind of hope they keep it on Naomi. I really want to see like a long reign with her. I love like the promos. I love like just the promos, the presentation, the way she's kind of reinvented herself a little bit, being a little bit more serious, a little less dancey. Yeah, I think SummerSlam, interested to see how it works over 2 nights. I'm not the biggest fan of 2-night pay-per-views,
No,
but
not either.
No.
I mean, It's
But they start at 5.
well, yeah, they start at 5. It'll be done by like 9 at the latest. It won't be a 12.5-hour long event like All In was. I still haven't even watched the second half of that show. But, we had to be an SCB Pro that night.
Right.
Yeah, we're not going for the world's longest show tonight on SummerSlam. And hey, at least this time we're at Giant Stadium. They won't strand the crowd out there all night long, waiting for the trains to start in the morning.
Right.
Yeah. What was that? The last WrestleMania that was there? What was it? Where apparently a bunch of fans, like even people I knew, were like literally stranded because they ran after the train stopped running.
Right. And I'm sure they're going to fix that this time around. Any parting thoughts we have for Mr. Regal before we move the birthday train along?
What's going to be the biggest surprise of the weekend?
Biggest surprise of the weekend.
If he won't say it, I will.
I know what you want me to say, and I can't say it.
You won't say it. I'll say it.
I won't say it because I don't know, and I'm not going to speculate on if it is true.
We're gonna have a new world heavyweight champion,
If it is who,
and it's gonna be Seth frickin' Rollins.
Hey,
Bingo, said it because
okay. So you've broken the canister. I'm to say it. I don't know. Obviously,
I wouldn't even ask you.
No.
If it is, he has once again pulled off the crime of the century for the second time, and I will be the happiest person on the planet. I cried the last time he did it. I might cry again. So that's what I'll say to that.
Awesome. Well, Mr. Regal, we thank you for being a part of the podcast. You have been such a great friend for us.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for coming on for our birthday. Appreciate you being here.
Thank you guys for having me.
I think next we need to get ready to give away a prize. Don't you think, Nick?
Yeah, I'm chewing.
chew away. So I left the prize bucket way over there, and we just had a run-in from our tribal chief. So I'm going to ask him to come over and bring the prize bucket over. And I'm going to ask you one more favor. There's a reel of tickets there. There's one person who hasn't gotten a ticket who arrived a little after we started the show, and that's this gentleman, Mr. Mason Grayskull, in the audience. We're going to get you a ticket here and get you in the prize drawing.
Yep.
I thought Deej was too afraid to face me after I beat him in fantasy football last year. All
He's a man of integrity. He's a man of integrity. But no, I'm looking forward to this weekend. I know you are too.
Deej just gave me a look like I'm in trouble now.
Oh,
the OTC is not happy.
Are we drawing something here, or what are we doing here?
Yeah, we'll draw. So let's bring. We've got to pay tribute to the tribal chief.
I'll step out here. I'll let the tribal chief have the microphone. How about that?
That's fine. Joining us now, he is the tribal chief of the For Frequency's Sake Network. The man you send all complaints to if you have a problem with this show.
Last time we were here for that, that resulted in a lawsuit.
We're not bringing that up. We're not bringing that up.
You just want me to draw a ticket out of here?
We're controversial here. He's going to draw a winner. I'll read the number, and then if you got your number, you come on up and you get your pick there of the three.
Why can't I read the number?
You can do that. I don't care what you can say it.
All right, I'm going to say the number. Do I have to say the first three numbers? Because everybody should be
the same.
So the last four numbers are 0001.
Whoa!
All right, we're gonna draw a different one.
No,
Who is it? Rob? All
Rob
right,
Kammerer
come on up.
gets to pick his prize.
First winner should be the first person here, right?
Come show that to the camera. Let's. This one here.
There we go.
So we had a Nick Bull plushie made to look very similar to Macho Man, but it is not Macho Man. It is Nick Bull.
I have a Nick Bull doll in my house too. Serves a different purpose.
Deej, I just want to thank you because without you, this show is not possible.
You're right.
Yeah.
I'll let you finish. Sorry.
Are you regretting your decision you made a little over 3 years ago?
So what I don't even know CZ knows about is this started 4 years ago with you and I just trying to figure out what best fit to get you going, a show on the network. And I know when we had previously talked, we're like, man, it'd be really cool if it wasn't just you sitting with the microphone talking to yourself. And I didn't necessarily have, still don't, but necessarily have the time to, be the proper co-host with you. So I know we worked a little bit trying to find somebody. And then, as fate would have it, Divvy Dose brought CZ into my life, and I had to pitch it to him for a couple of months. And where were we 3 years ago? We had probably just gotten.
We were in Moline.
Yeah, we probably had just gotten kicked it over to the other job for a little bit. And
yep.
I think I was over it one day, left work early. I know you had either had the day off or left work early, and I made a little 3-way call with you and Nick Bull. And as they say, the rest is history.
Yes, it is.
There was that little bit of time that you allowed me to be on more shows, but
you're busy. You're a busy dude.
You're a busy dude. You are always welcome, but we know
family
how.
Time.
Yeah, I only have 2 kids. It's
what's going on this weekend. What are you excited for SummerSlam?
There's a wrestling pay-per-view this. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
As always, I'm excited for anything that Roman Reigns is doing.
Yep.
So I'd like to see what happens in that match. I know you guys, when I walked up, you guys were kind of talking about like the double turn with Cena and Cody. I think there could be some potential and some turning in the Jey Uso Roman Reigns side. I think that that could be a potential exciting thing that could happen this weekend.
Okay.
The women's match should be pretty good. Anytime you get Rhea and Io Sky in the same ring, they put on that banger at Evolution. I actually told somebody this week, if you haven't watched that match, go look up at least the highlights of it, because it was an awesome one.
It might have been the best match of the weekend, but the cash-in kind of like throws that away. Because the cash-in kind of changed that. You know what I mean? Like,
the only thing with that is yeah, it does change the dynamic of it, but it was also super unexpected. Mm-hmm. Like, she got absolutely obliterated by Jade Cargill. Even after on Saturday Night Main Event, when Seth had the injury, you still said, all right, well, is he still going to catch? Like, is this
right? Is
this legit? Is he still going to cash in? And then she gets beaten to a pulp and she still cashes in, which was pretty cool.
So aside from SummerSlam, you've been a fan and a supporter of the show. Nick and I talked about our favorite memories. What is your favorite memory of us putting this show together?
When you guys switched from the reviews to the interviews, I think when you went to the reviews, like, you'd have to be like really dialed in. It was more fun when you guys reviewed something I had seen. But then when you think about the interview part, you can also check into any part of an interview and hang out for a few questions, and you feel like you've seen something really good. I think when you guys switched that, like, I didn't mind the Mount Rushmores. I liked those, or the review and stuff, but again, have to see it
right.
To kind of really truly enjoy it. But when you guys switched to doing the interviews, I think it opened up the curtain of what these people do, the sacrifices they make to do their craft. It's pretty cool thinking, we watch these guys on TV who these are their jobs, these guys and gals. These are their jobs. But then you think about, these local wrestlers or even regular, non-local independent wrestlers, right. They have real jobs like you and I. Like, they grind 9 to 5, and then, they work out either before or after work. And then, they're spending their entire weekends wrestling or driving to and from shows or signing autographs, selling merch. Like, so, I mean, the interviews and seeing the in-depth look at what these guys and gals are doing is pretty cool.
I can agree with that. I think it changed the dynamic of the show when we brought on, and I'll give a shout out. He's not here, but to our very first interview, the guy that started the dominoes falling, that's Merrick Brave. Fantastic. He's been a big supporter and come on the show several times. Very, very happy to have had him as part of our little family.
And obviously, I really enjoyed all the episodes I was on. Obviously, those were really good.
Can't imagine why.
Doug was on a couple of those as well. I just need to book myself more often. I know I booked myself at least twice. I just need to go in there in the calendar and say the tribal chief is going to be on the show.
As long as you're bringing something to the table, that's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm bringing the head of the table.
No, but thank you so much for the platform. When you approached me, I was a little scared about it because I did not want to be. I can't sit there and talk by myself. I do that every day in the car while I work. So I needed somebody to talk to, figure out the guy. We used to work at Channel 6 eons ago together. So it was just a natural fit.
And I remember
It's
I've
been
told
great.
this story before, but when you said Nick Bull, and I'm like, this one? And you're like, you know him? Hell yeah.
Nick and I met years and years and years ago in a press box in Edgington, Illinois.
Yep.
So
Yep. You were covering the football game for the newspaper, and I was there working for radio.
and then we had the probably world's hottest day in a press box in Spring Valley.
Yep.
My wife was positioned in between me and Darren Bazzari in the press box.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I don't think she's washed that smell off yet, just because.
And Darren's big dude. Darren's
Yeah,
a good friend, and he would say, yeah,
we
it
were
was
both
warm. It was
sweating quite a bit.
It was warm that day in that press box, but
Yeah, and
we go back a long way.
yeah, and I'll say, Doug and I have talked about this a couple of times. We do note that For Fantasy Sake is probably the worst show on the For Frequency Sake podcast network. But the one thing that we always talk about is you guys remind us of us when we were starting off. You guys have like that really good chemistry. You can tell you guys are friends off air and do stuff together, talk about what you're going to do. Reminds us a lot of when we were sitting right here where this table is and doing this show back in 2019. So
It's because we have our talking points together.
hey, that's fair. You guys have the post-production meetings, and sit and do that. Sometimes I crash those. It's been a little harder because I don't know when you guys are on air, like when your guest is no longer in there. You knew that on StreamYard. I don't want to drop in with your guest still in there or anything. But
Are we going to see you this weekend out at the Highview?
putting me on the spot.
Yeah.
Mate, I'm gonna give you
I'm
I'm gonna give you a soft maybe. We're celebrating August birthdays with my wife's family, and one of those August birthdays is my kid, so I kind of feel like I'm obligated to be there.
No.
Plus, I've got to.
Your family. It's SummerSlam.
Plus,
man.
I've got to go help. I got to go help somebody win a duck blind drawing. Well, my wife does, and I kind of feel obligated to be there as well. So soft maybe.
Sounds like a hard no to me.
No. It's a soft. It's a soft
It's all right.
maybe.
It's all right.
Well, hopefully we see you because it'd be fun, and we're going to be reviewing night one on Saturday after the show. I'm excited for that.
Yep.
I need to get you guys like a fat head of. Well, I already have my own fat head because I have
It's
a fat
attached
head.
to your neck.
You do have a fat head.
I need to get you guys a fat head so you could take me everywhere you go. Maybe my face on a stick or something.
Unintentional comedy.
Unintentional.
Unintentional.
Yeah,
That's my
unintentional
favorite
comedy.
That's my favorite part of the Open.
You're welcome. My favorite part of the Open is I got a really good one of you going, welcome back to the show.
Yeah, no, it's kind of a joke. That's an old running joke, but
I wish
thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to do this,
Yeah.
for continuing to do this, for the support.
I will say a shout out to Stryker over there with his card subject to change shirt.
Absolutely. I brought my hat.
I wish I would have worn my 8-bit wrestling one, but I figured wearing my tribal chief shirt was more fitting.
That makes sense.
Makes sense.
I did wear your guys' face on TV once.
You did.
So
You did such a nice job
I
in
did acknowledge you
promoting
guys.
us, so we appreciate that.
Yes.
Well, I figured it was kind of like, how like, especially like Kevin Owens always wears other wrestlers' gear. I'm like, hey, let's put them over, wear their gear.
That's right.
On television. So,
That's right.
well, thanks for having me tonight, guys.
Thank
Absolutely.
you. Thank you.
Deej.
I know somebody else just walked in, so I'm going to make sure I put a ticket in there for Kyle, so
Please
he can
do.
win the next prize. I'm kind of disappointed that Rob didn't pick the Roman Reigns one with me on stage right now, but it is what it is.
That's all right.
Keep that in.
Oh,
Hey, that's completely fair.
that's all right. I mean,
He
everybody
hasn't had me on his show.
everybody has a different favorite Freebird.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
Whoa. So I can defend the tag team titles too?
no, those are 6-man. We're not doing the Freebird rule.
I tried.
He tried.
Well, they were the trio.
A for
titles
effort.
at one
A for
point,
effort.
but
Leave
Thank
that
you
here
so
so we
much.
can make another drawing in a
I
little
was
bit.
going to put a ticket
Oh,
in there. For
that's
Kyle.
fair.
Yeah, that's fine. Put
You
it
know,
put a
but
ticket in.
whatever.
We'll do a drawing here in a few minutes.
So I want to bring, because I want to hear about something that's coming up in September, and he's probably going to hate me for bringing him on. I want to talk to Mark Storm, if he'd be grateful to come up here.
What's going on, fellas?
The most hated manager in SCW Pro, not by us.
Not by us.
Not by us.
That's what the resume says.
I do believe you mispronounced greatest manager in SCW.
You're right. You are correct.
Whoa.
You are correct.
Excuse
So,
me.
Mark, the reason I brought you up here, want to talk to you about SummerSlam, but also want to hear about the big match that got announced online this week. Your boy, part of Animosity, getting to go against Shug for the SCW title.
Well, I got to tell you that Shane Hollister definitely bit off more than he can chew in this situation. We've been working for months to get Shane's attention, and obviously we definitely did that. And I think it's a big mistake. Shane just kind of overstepped his bounds. We got in his head a little bit, which is exactly what we intended. And he got a little too big for his britches. And let's just say we're going to take that belt away, and his britches are going to be dropping to the floor.
Hopefully not live in the Bluegrass Coliseum or Bluegrass Community
Nobody.
Center.
Well, okay, maybe 1 or 2 people want to see that, but I sure as hell don't want to see.
I
it.
don't either.
I don't either. What does it say to you when you're the head of this group with Animosity, and here you guys are getting booked in the main event for, it's quintessentially the second biggest show of the year. It's, SCW SummerSlam of sorts, with anniversary being the year, timing of the year. Is it nice to see like the work and, all the stuff you put into it paying off?
Oh, absolutely. It feels fantastic. The work that I put in the last year and a half that I've been back, and, we went from the point where when I came back, it's like, okay, is anybody going to remember me? What's my impact going to be? Literally we're looking at the second half of my legacy. What's going to happen? And we hit the ground running hard. Adding Tori Fox was a huge coup for us. And needless to say, I think we've been on the hottest streak in SCW recently. The Chosen is no more. Now it's time for some Animosity. And it's definitely coming to a pinnacle. And I feel really good with the momentum we have going heading into Anniversary.
And I know Tori Fox is one of our upcoming guests here in August, so I'm excited to have her on. Anything we should watch out for when we're talking with her?
Oh, she's not going to pull any punches. Every once in a while, I hold back a little bit. I kind of play the cards a little close to the vest, and don't necessarily know what I'm thinking all the time. But yeah, Tori Fox, she has no filter. She's not afraid to tell you what she thinks about every single person in SCW. Ask Primetime James Thomas, because when she was on one of your rival podcasts, she let it be known what she thought of him and everybody else in SCW. So,
I listened to that. That was a fun listen.
yeah.
I'm glad she didn't point any fingers at us.
What's Animosity got to do between now and Anniversary to make sure the plan gets pulled off?
Well, I can tell you right now, Tori Fox and John Bonhart, neither one of them are with me here tonight because they are both working their tails off getting ready for Animosity. Tori Fox does have a match coming up at Wake Brewing during the Alternating Currents event, so she is preparing for that. John Bonhart is working tirelessly in the gym getting ready for Shane Hollister, because as we all know, Shane Hollister is one of the greatest in SCW history. He's a bona fide legend, and don't get me wrong, we are not resting on our laurels. We are definitely preparing for Shane Hollister. So just studying lots of film, which Shane has provided a lot of that for us, over his years in SCW. And I can tell you one thing we're going to do right now is we're going to do what the Chosen hasn't done, and we're gonna take Shug out. So,
will you be there at Alternating Currents?
I will definitely be there. Alternating Currents,
Excellent.
both nights. So,
Excellent.
right here in Rock Island.
Excellent. You're just right, kind of, actually, just down the hill.
Yeah, about 4 minutes down the hill.
Just down the
So,
hill.
Yeah.
From where we're sitting right now. So,
Well, Mark, I know we put you on the spot by bringing you on, but thank you for coming on. Anything you're looking forward to this weekend with SummerSlam?
To be quite honest with you, I don't follow a lot of the current product. Just time with family and everything and things I have going on. But yeah, things just aren't adding up with this Rollins situation. Just to double down on what everybody else says, there's just a lot of things that don't make sense. So I'm kind of prepared for a pleasant surprise from the hometown boy, and I hope that I'm right. So
We hope so too. Be fun to see.
all right, guys. Well, thank you so much for having me on.
Mark,
Thank you. We appreciate
for
you
taking
coming
time
on.
for coming on, not only just tonight, but also in the past. So
Thank you.
we appreciate it, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mark
Thank you.
Storm, manager, leader of Animosity at SCW Pro. You got a big anniversary show coming up in September. So I'm going
Very
to draw a winner.
Let's do it.
Let's do another drawing.
And hey, if you haven't had some card subject to change cupcakes, they are.
The
I can't
cupcakes
attest.
are public domain. They're free. They're to the public.
Take some home with you. I don't want any of them coming to my house because I'm trying to lose weight. I'm a diabetic. I don't need the sugar, but I'm sure half of those at least are going to end up coming home with me, and I don't want it.
555 or 550000. There he is, Stryker.
Might as well come on up, Stryker.
Get up here, bud. It's like that was prearranged.
It's preordained.
How are you? The man, known as the man in the Garth Brooks hat. That's how we first met him at an SCW show. And then quickly we found out his name was Stryker and then became good wrestling friends. You've come on the show a couple times. You've contributed to the show a few times. So we thought it'd be very apropos to have you on our third birthday celebration. So how you doing, bud?
Really appreciate it. And thanks for having me.
We're glad you're here, man. We're glad it wouldn't be the same without you, man. It wouldn't be the same without you. Well, of course, if you've seen the Steve Manders birthday greeting, this guy right here was the one that arranged it and got it hooked up for us. He also got us Mustafa Ali. He got us Augusta Straven. So we really appreciate that, dude. Like getting those messages is like, holy crap, like this was very nice. Never would have imagined somebody doing something like this nice for us for our show. So we appreciate that, dude.
Nick, why is he the only one wearing our merch?
Well, I have the hat right here.
Well, you have the hat, but it's on your knee.
Well, I got this hair.
Well, that's fair.
Okay, where's your hat?
At home.
Okay.
But
okay.
I'm wearing a cool wrestling shirt. I mean, you are too, but
so am I. Oh yeah, see, he knows. He knows. No, here, hold on. He wants me to put the merch on.
Timothy Regal is correct. You can't hide the luxurious hair of Nick Bull.
There's the merch hat. Now I look like a stalker on a golf course or something. So we're gonna take the hat off. There. Well, I wasn't gonna go that route, but I'm glad you did, Tim. Thank you. I appreciate that. But what are you excited about coming up this weekend? What's got your eye for SummerSlam?
Honestly, that's chaotic TLC match, and I feel like the match that no one's really talking about is Dominic and AJ.
It's had a slow build, hasn't it? Where Dom wasn't cleared, AJ is doing all he can to get into Dom's head backstage. Yeah, I think this is like the low key match that could really steal the weekend. Enjoy AJ Styles while you have him. He's closer to retirement than yeah, it's like another year.
Another year.
Doesn't want to rain on Cena's parade, and I get it, but enjoy all the Styles matches we get because there's not going to be a lot more of them.
No. Oh, I agree. And he's had such a storied career throughout, whether it's in Japan, whether it's in TNA, whether it's in WWE. He's been a champion everywhere he's gone. And Dominic Mysterio has come into his own. Really great competitor. I'm excited. Excuse me. I'm excited for that match. I think it's going to be fantastic. I can't wait to see what they bring to the table.
And Dom's, we're all enjoying this meteoric rise of a couple guys at the same time. I mean, you got Jacob Fatu on this meteoric rise. You've got Dominic Mysterio on this Meteoric Rise, Braun Breaker on this Meteoric. These guys are like, they got rocket packs strapped to them, and it's going to be a fun ride to enjoy these guys and what they become. And that's the fun of it. At a time where these older guys are retiring, the John Cena's, the Randy Ortons, the AJ Styles, they're not going to be around forever. So you've got to, constantly be creating new talent. And that's one thing I think have done right with the NXT thing. They're, got a good pipeline, and keep cranking out stars. They keep making stars, and the stuff's going to be entertaining. With it being our third birthday, well, what's your favorite memory of the show, or having to do with the show?
And you can't say when you came on. That's too easy.
Yeah, that's way too easy.
I'll probably just hear everybody's stories on how they started wrestling.
Yeah.
And seeing like our SCW guys, for example, like getting to know them outside of the ring, like Manders, JT Energy. Well, this goes on and on and on.
I think I know what you mean. I think I can piggyback it off a little bit. Like independent wrestling shows are kind of like like a family reunion, a family gathering. You talk to your buddies and you avoid the people you don't want to talk to, right? But that's the best part of the whole scene, is being involved with everybody else, and meeting different fans and seeing what different fans like and why they cheer for this guy or why they don't, type of deals. That's the thing I love the most about it. And lucky for us, where we live, we have accessible independent wrestling all around us. There are some places that don't have any, and we have all these options. So
Yes.
we try to take as much experience, or try to get as many people on here as we can that are indie based, because you're a fan, and they're just they're a fan, we're a fan, and I love to hear their stories. So, and love having you on too, man. It's been a blast getting to know you.
I agree. And while you're here, we're going to take a quick pause, because you did get us the Augustus Draven video, and I flubbed it on Sunday. We had the rejects. It wasn't showing up for me for whatever reason in my stream. So we're going to take a few seconds, a minute, to let Augustus Draven say something. And I know the people here won't be able to hear it, but I'll be keeping an eye on it for when it ends here. But stay tuned. We'll be back in just a second.
Hey everybody, this is Augustus Draven here to wish a very happy 3rd anniversary to the Card Subject to Change podcast. Nick Bull and the Wizard CZ, a couple of very good brothers. I myself, as well as all of the independent wrestling performers and independent wrestling promotions, are very lucky to have you here giving us spotlight and a platform to engage with and showcase on. Here is to many, many more years of continued success for both of you individually as well as collectively, as you continue to bring your passion project of professional wrestling into fruition. Looking forward to seeing both of you down the road.
Welcome back to the show.
I'm chewing. We were.
Welcome back to the show.
Welcome back to the show. I was chewing, man.
Your line is welcome back to the show, Nick.
Welcome back to the show.
Oh, man. Striker, are you looking forward to anything that we've got coming up? I know you don't know our full schedule, but we've talked about a few things. Is there anything you want to see that you haven't seen yet? Any person, anything?
I just always enjoy seeing new wrestlers I've never seen before and hear their stories.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe one day go see them.
Yeah. You need to come with me or with us to Waterloo at some point to see Absolute Pro. Okay. We're being insisted that we bring someone else on, and I don't mind this. Stryker, thank you for coming on. But the tribal chief has demanded that we talk to our good friend, Mr. Doug Green. Doug, come on down. Now we're a game show.
Come on down, Doug. Doug has appeared on a couple of our episodes, our Booger Eater series, of course, explaining wrestling to an outsider that doesn't really know too much about it. And we'll be doing more of those in the future. But how you doing, Doug?
Good, guys. Good to see you.
Thank you for coming down.
flip the button. I don't think your mic is on.
Like that.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
I'm impressed by your turnout. I really am.
You know, we had a couple people call on the way here, and I'm like, you know what? Still gonna have a good time. I mean, it's not 95 degrees.
Yes.
There's no bugs.
No.
And the food was good, so it's actually a real nice night out here for our third birthday party here at Kavanaugh's. But you're a big part of this network, Doug. Of course, I only see you a few times a year. The occasional time when Deej is buying a meal, and of course when we shop for the Toys for Tots around Christmas time.
Yep.
That's usually a big deal. That's been a big deal for us the last couple of years that we've been around. So, and I know you guys have been doing it much longer, but fantasy football is right around the corner, and leagues are filling up.
They are, and we are actively looking for folks as always. So make sure that you head on over to Facebook or Twitter or any of our places and find the sign up form, and we can get you signed up. We've got like 140, 150 people already. Looking to top that number because obviously the more folks we get, more money for the kids. So we obviously, that's really the thing for us.
And it is. I mean, we have budgets. We have budgets we adhere to on that Toys for Tots Day
very tightly,
and we get it as much as we can there. And it's actually we have a good time with it, and it's for a good cause. And you get to play fantasy football on top of it.
Which is more fun than I thought it would be, and knowing absolutely nothing about fantasy football or football in general.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, I was impressed by how well that you did and how much you enjoyed it last year.
It was fun. It was a good time, and I'm glad to be doing it again. And this time we have 2 leagues. So when you go sign up, tell them the Card Subject to Change sent you. Definitely hype us up. We've got some room in Nick's league right now with some openings. So
we can always make more.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Room for everybody.
Crunch all you want. We'll make more.
The more, the merrier when it comes to that, and for such a good cause. Being a part of this network, Doug, did you ever envision a pro wrestling show on the network?
I did not. In fact, when he broached the idea to me, I was like, are you sure? And then, but he's like, they're great. He's like, they're going to do great. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, because our motto is always, we'll try. What worst can happen? They put out 3 episodes and it fades.
Right.
Right. So we were always wanting to try stuff, and then you guys came on. You just came on like gangbusters. Been killing it ever since. So couldn't be more proud of what you guys have put out. I know I told you guys this in a text too, but you passed 200 episodes. You're on year 3. That's places that a lot of people don't get. So
hardest working podcast on the network. I'm just saying.
No, you're trying to strum up trouble here. Is what he's trying to. No, we're glad to be here, and we love the support we get. And I mean, it shows that there's a market for it. People out there want to watch and talk wrestling, and we're thankful for the platform that we get to do that on. So.
Doug, I want to ask you. DJ was on and he talked about how he brought us together. We've talked about how our show came together, gotten our memories out there. Yep. Talk about the network itself. Talk about how For Fantasy's Sake came into being. Or For Frequency's Sake, I should say.
Yeah. So we started, like the story goes, we started as a 3-man crew up here on Kavanaugh's doing the For Fantasy's Sake bit.
And that was on Sunday mornings.
That was
correct?
on Sunday mornings, which we still do. And then I can't remember. I guess it was you guys. Must have been the second show that came on the network. Were you?
Were we the second show?
I think Joe was before us, wasn't he?
I think Joe was already on.
Joe was okay. Yeah, but we were bringing Joe on. Joe had a platform in a show, and he was kind of taking the sports talk angle of it versus the fantasy aspect of it, which is kind of how I got into this.
Yep.
And then, like I said, he was like, what do you think about a wrestling show? And I'm like, pro wrestling? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. but it's turned out really great, and I couldn't be happier. And then once you guys kind of came out and had all of the success that you did, we were like, we can really do this thing. Like, if we get some people who actually care, we can actually, like, this thing can really take off. And next thing you know, we've got basketball shows and baseball shows, and we added on another football show, and we've got shows coming out of our ears now. And during the fall, you can pretty much tune into us every day, if not multiple times,
Yeah.
multiple shows a day. So it's really kind of grown way more than what we had initially envisioned, which was initially, and I hate to give him credit, but this was DJ's dream from the beginning. His idea was like, hey, I still have the Facebook post. He's like, is anybody crazy enough to listen to us talk about fantasy football? And got enough likes on it that we were like, okay, let's give it a shot.
Give it a try.
Yeah, put together some equipment, and next thing you know, we were off and running, and from there it just became this whole thing that's kind of snowballed on us, and we've luckily been able to bring other folks along and give back through Toys for Tots leagues, and it's been a quite a wild ride. Every time he brings up it's 2019, I can't quite grasp my head around that it's been quite that long.
A lot has changed in the world since then, hasn't it?
Yes, very, very much.
Just a little bit, but no, we're glad to be a part of the team, and we know business is about to pick up for you guys with football season starting back up and all the fantasy stuff starting back up. Of course, that's going to be right around the corner, and wanted to get you on here to talk about that. So, where's the code?
I haven't put it up
QR
because
code.
I didn't want to put it up. I didn't want to distract from our third birthday.
Oh,
but I'll put it up now.
No, I thought we'd do that now that we have Doug on here. Make sure there it is. It's upper left-hand corner of your screen. That's the QR code to register for a fantasy league on the For Frequency Sake Network to aid in the Toys for Tots. It's a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's a good time every year. Even if you come in dead last, you're giving money to a good cause. But there's usually enough banter and stuff. And like CZ can tell you, don't have to be an expert at this stuff. You can get in there, have a good time. The jokes and the hanging on every week to see how your team does.
You don't have to be an expert.
I'm very much
we've
not.
fooled all these people up here that we're actually a podcast. So you don't have to be. You just got to be convincing.
Yeah, trust me. That's how I stay in this. It's just fake it till you make it. But I wanted to stop out this year and tell you guys, how great of a job that you do, how proud I am of you and the growth that we've seen. And so it's been amazing, and congratulations, guys. And here's to another 30 years.
Wow.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We hope so. We're going to draw one more here. This will be our last ticket. We're going to have Drug draw it out of the bucket here.
Doug?
Huh? I said Doug.
You said Drug first.
I meant Doug.
Okay.
Don't worry, the new one doesn't get his name right either.
Yes. All righty, here we go. We have 550011.
11.
There we go.
There we go.
Hey. The tribal chief of Dividosis enrollment team, Kyle Dennis.
All right. He gets the Seamus.
All right. I'll see you guys.
Thank
Thanks.
you so much,
Thank you, Doug.
Doug. That was Doug Green. He is part of the For Frequency's Sake network. What'd you do?
Our camera got knocked off.
Oh, no.
There we are.
There we go. Live podcasting. It happens. Live radio.
Yes.
Who's our next guest? We have one more guest here before we wrap
We
things up.
got time for one more.
Because
and-
I need a cupcake. I really need a cupcake.
Yes, you go get a cupcake. I'll bring on our last guest, and you can come back and,
All right.
and chat.
All right. You're going to bring on our last. All right. I'll be right back.
I hope he doesn't have a coconut. We talked about it off the air. But he may come. I may get Roddy Pipered here in just a moment. Host of the Confusion podcast, the last bastion in professional wrestling, Mr. Rob Kammerer. Uh-oh. Oh!
You make it fun of me.
Rob, how you doing, my friend? Go ahead and grab the mic and
Doing well. How you doing, CT?
man, I'm doing great. I'm excited. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad everybody is here. We had such a good turnout.
It's exciting. You guys are no longer toddlers.
Yeah, we're out of the terrible twos. We're out of the toddlers.
Let me know when you get to year 6, then. Maybe it'll be a real podcast.
Ouch. We'll get there. We're going to get there. So, I know you don't follow the mainstream very much. I know it's not in your wheelhouse. You are the independent wrestling guy, which we kind of are too, to an extent. We share that niche.
Share our guests.
Yeah, we share our guests. Said several guests on both shows. But talk about what independent wrestling means to you.
I mean,
not to do too many cliches, but a lot of independent wrestling is DIY punk rock style, and it's never lacking surprises. There's always something popping up, and even if you don't like this company, there's some other company willing to pop up. Mark Storm and I actually briefly discussed Marion Fontaine and old wrestling, and so like if you're not digging like what's going on right now with the newfangled flips and all that stuff, there's a company that specializes in like 1920s style wrestling and characters that you can go check out that runs in Ohio. So like there's literally almost anything you can think of out there in the wrestling that you can't get in AEW or WWE.
Very true. Very true.
And now probably more than ever is that time where all of that is available. Like we're at an all-time high where if you don't like A, B, or C, you can go find D, E, or F relatively easy. It's not like it was back in the tape trading days or pre-cable days. You know what I mean?
Oh, I mean,
it's so easy now. Streaming.
YouTube, IWTV, Thriller TV,
Yep.
iSpots, like just those alone are hundreds of different wrestling companies, and really, like you put those three together, like that's like $30 a month.
Right.
Like, still cheaper than cable.
Very much so. What are you following most these days? What are you gravitating towards?
Of course, always gotta give a shout out to SCW Pro, proud sponsor of SCW Pro.
Absolutely, you are.
But I also enjoy wrestling out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I use the punk rock analogy, and actually, they are very much famous. They actually run a lot of times out of a punk venue. I just had the Gavel, David Lawless. Take this off, fit on my head. But one of their top guys, the Gavel, David Lawless, come on the show recently, and we really kind of put over Enjoy Wrestling. That is one of the big ones. There's a new company out of Philly called Power Pro Lucha Libre, which fits the aesthetic of Chikara. Actually, a lot of Chikara alumni has come through Power Pro stores, so we're a big Chikara household. We've watched them too. They've just done their third show, and then they're bringing back legally distinct King of Trios coming soon. So I'm really excited for that. Actually,
Chikara's been running for quite a while.
2002 to 2020.
Yep. I remember the early 2000s with Ring of Honors when I really got exposed to Chikara was back then. So
you mentioned one of your most recent guests, the Gavel, which we're looking to steal at some point. Any other steal suggestions for us?
in parentheses, book my show for me.
Hey, I've been booking this show for 3 years. I need a break every once in a while.
I book some stuff too.
Fair.
What do you say?
Somebody else did it for a bit. Only on 727.
727. But what were you asking?
Oh, anybody.
Anybody that he can steal for our show.
So he wants to coach more talent. I mean, Animosity is a fun grab. Get all three of them together.
Which we're working on. We'll work on it. But scheduling, I know, is
that's really, this is getting up here and talking is easy. That's the easy part. It's scheduling. It's finding the right time where everybody can do it, type of deal. And we've had problems before where something comes up, they can't make it, you got to go on a tap dance. But for the most part, that's the hardest part's the scheduling.
Yes.
Everything else is pretty much easy, I think.
I use Big Mama as that for like 6 weeks. Like she's like, yeah, well, let's do this. And then I was sick, and then she had car problems and couldn't get home from work, which means she couldn't do the podcast. And every week, I almost thought she was just trying to, be nice but not come on the podcast.
Right.
And then it finally worked out. But so she's my gold standard right now. If I have issues with scheduling, you're like, oh, the Big Mama means me.
Well, issues aside, have you ever had somebody riding a tractor while live on your podcast?
No, nor have I had anyone play
Oh, those were some good times, right, Jake?
Yeah.
I know the filing cabinet suplex is one of your favorites.
It's one of my favorite spots in all of wrestling. Right up there with the Canadian Destroyer and
Shank. Brandon the Shank Eubanks.
Oh man, but no, thank you for coming along. You've come along for the ride, the sick and twisted ride that is pro wrestling, and we've had some fun along the way.
Oh, yeah. So we've been hanging out. Time has been like 2 years now. We've been quasi sister podcast because it's. I mean, I tell people when I plug you guys that, like how kind of strange it is for like how relatively small the metro area is.
Right.
To have 2 wrestling podcasts, and then on top of it, to have 2 wrestling podcasts that really don't intersect that much. Like,
right.
We do share a handful of guests, mostly like local guys. But very rarely you're going to see like back-to-back weeks of insert wrestling here. Like,
correct.
You share the guests, and they're usually months apart. Like we made the Gag and Noel Summit, which was like almost like a year apart.
The exception to that being, of course, John Bonhard.
We had to work out like a baseball trade off that one.
Trading talent for shows. No, that was interesting. But no, you're right. I mean, that just shows you the broad scope of pro wrestling and how much there is out there, and the different avenues and the different paths you can have to cover it, enjoy it. Like this is not a job; it's a hobby.
Yes.
So like we're not making money, but it's fun, and it keeps us connected. That's the way we stay connected to the business. So.
And really, like, logistically speaking, this is the best time to be a wrestling fan because there's so much wrestling.
So much.
That's at my fingertips to consume.
Yep.
That again, like, even us who are all hardcore wrestling fans, like, are watching different things, specializing in different, niches of wrestling, promoting different aspects of the wrestling as well. Like, it's crazy go nuts.
I love everything that all of us do to bring the wrestling community out to the people, giving people who don't normally have a voice. It's been a lot of fun. This has been a wild ride, and I can't wait for the next 3 years, Nick.
Next 3. So that's the goal, is get through another 3.
Well, Doug said 30, so let's aim high.
Well, traditionally it's a 5-year plan, right? That's historically how companies and governments work.
We don't follow tradition.
5-year plan. 2 more years of my. It'll be the bidding war of what, 2027?
2027.
No, I'm kidding. 3 more years would be great. I did not think when we started we'd be doing this. I didn't think we'd be doing something like this, but I'm glad we are, and I'm like proud of the people we've met along the way. Made a lot of good friends along the way. Rob being one of them. So
yes,
just one. Sometimes. Sometimes.
Just don't look at the text.
That is an interesting text thread sometimes.
Do you have anything more for Rob?
I'm a wizard.
No, you're a fake wizard. I'm the wizard.
You have anything more for Rob?
Get out of here. Take your fake wizard and go
hey,
away.
Hey, book
no.
my show and get out of here. That's working with this guy in a nutshell. I need you to show up and then get out of here.
Don't overbook the same people. Anyway,
that's right.
I got a parting shot. Like we didn't ask me about what I want to see out of the SummerSlam.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And I put the hat on for this because this is news. This is my news hat. This is why I brought the hat up.
Ooh.
Like we've already kind of tried to let the cat out of the bag about we all think Seth Rollins is cashing in. But my source tells me that Seth Rollins has decided at the Black and Brave Wrestling Academy, getting back into shape, getting cleared, that he has been cleared by doing moonsaults off of one Timothy Regal. So be prepared. SummerSlam.
I noticed Rollins. I noticed Regal was a little walking a little sore tonight. Maybe
he says it's false, but the boot imprints on his chest say otherwise.
He's the moonsault guy, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. That's right.
Thank you guys for having me on.
No.
Here's another. I guess we said 5-year plan. So I'm looking forward to year number 8.
Yep.
So,
we're just like the AWA in its dying days. We're gonna go till we can't go anymore.
Right.
Then I need to see a team. Well, actually, CZ and I had pitched a handful of times a team challenge series. all we need is a salmon-colored room. I do want to try to get the wrecking crew on my show someday.
Oh, that'd be great.
That'd be awesome.
But I don't even have their contact information, so I can't even think of it.
Right.
Going off the rails again, but thank you guys for having me on.
Rob, thank you.
It's been great, connecting with you guys over the last couple of years. Checking out where the podcast has gone.
Right.
The guests you have on are incredibly fascinating. And I guess the reviews are okay too. But I listen for the guests. I'm not gonna lie. I'm big into unanimous.
And the reviews get old. We want to review the big stuff. Don't get us wrong. And I just, the more people we can get on to hear people's stories, the better. I love, selfishly, I bring people on because I want to know what people are watching. What are you watching? Because I'm getting bored. I want to watch something different. Like, what's catching your eye? So, that's selfishly why I kind of do this show. Is I like hearing what people watch. So, but no, it's been great getting to know you. It's been great working with you, and you're definitely a friend of the show. And welcome back anytime.
Yes, and in all seriousness, thank you for being a part of the show, being a friend of the show, and for hyping us up on your show whenever you drop a Wizard CZ bomb on there.
Oh, we're not talking about this. This was a charity event tonight.
How about giving us a spoiler? How many times did you drop Card Subject to Change with Crander Q?
That's a good question. Because I don't listen back to the podcast here. I usually
Right.
Live in the moment, edit it, and then I'm done. But I think between the two of us, there's probably at least 6 references. just because Crander Q has to reference the beard, and then he has to tier the beards.
Gotcha. Okay.
He does have the best beard in podcasting, self-proclaimed title.
He's got an interesting beard.
Spoiler alert, he's working on a belt now.
Oh.
And it's made out of his beard.
Oh. Ew.
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
And people threw a fit over Daniel Bryan's green championship belt. What are they going to do with this championship belt?
I thought it was gross too, but that's how that's how you end the podcast. We are making championship belts
out of beards.
This is the kind of content you get on the Confusion Wrestling Podcast, the last bastion of independent wrestling.
Cheap plug.
We're glad to have you here, though. Thank you so much.
I'll put the mic down before you accidentally get to another conversation.
No, that's all right.
What should you buy?
Rob Kammer, everybody, from the Confusion Wrestling Podcast. Good friend of the show here. As we look to wrap things up here for the 3rd birthday party, we're at Kavanaugh's in Rock Island. We want to thank them once again for allowing us to invade their space.
Yes.
And have the show. We are powered by Low Pies Pizza, built by Durham Remodeling, and colored by Ryan Allison Tattoo. Do you have anything else, man?
Let's plug a couple things real quick.
All right.
Saturday and Tuesday, we will be discussing SummerSlam. We got night 1 where we're going to do an immediate reaction Saturday after the show. We'll review night 2 and probably the WrestleMania after SummerSlam.
And the Raw.
The Raw. Thank you. Yes, Raw after SummerSlam on Tuesday. And then this was announced last night on Wrestling with Fitness. Clint Dye has also put it out there to the world. Nick, you and I have briefly talked about this. There is a show coming up in Des Moines on August 23rd. Convergence, Heroes for Hudson.
Yep.
Not only are 6 of the Midwest's best wrestling promotions combining their talents and putting on an epic super show, but 3 of the best podcasts in the Midwest, Card Subject to Change, Shotgun Wrestling Radio, and The 2 Count. Well, the podcasts will collide for a pre-show, and I'm really excited about that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know if you're going to be able to make it.
I'm looking forward to it.
If you come, great. I want you to be there.
That would be good.
We got 4 mics, and we got 4 people.
Well,
we can make it happen.
There we go. We'll be all right.
But no, that is all that I have.
We'll be pimping the brand that day, but actually it's for a good cause. A lot of people coming together for one common purpose, and that's what's great about the community. But you have anything else to say before we get some more cupcakes?
Thank you.
Thank you
for tuning in. Thank you, everyone, for coming.
Thank you for coming out tonight. We appreciate it. It was a little SummerSlam preview, but a trip down memory lane. We've been doing this for 3 years, partner, and looking forward to doing a lot more.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it, buddy.
That is it for this episode of Card Subject to Change. For my tag team partner, Mr. Never Wrong Nick Bull, I am the Wizard CZ. We'll see you back here Saturday for our SummerSlam reaction show.
This has been a For Frequency's Sake Podcast Network production. For more great content, subscribe to For Frequency's Sake on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter.